It's time for a Lion Vision update with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. And Coach Willis, here we are at the halfway point of the season, the first year of Division I competition. A 3-2 record overall for the first 5 on the road. What have you liked from the first 5 games? How do you feel the team has performed as we've wrapped up the first half of the season?
Well, I'm glad we're 3-2. We know we easily could be sitting here, 2-3, 1-4, or even worse. I mean, we've had to pull some games out. That's football, and that's a good thing. We learn from those games. Unfortunately, the 2 games we've lost, I think the team was a little better than us. Clearly, North Dakota State was better. I think we helped Campbell's case by the first quarter, spotting that 23-0 score. But anyway, they were a good football team. But I'm pleased right now. I mean, the last 2 games have probably been our worst 2 games. We played better in the first 3. So we've got to get it kind of going back, swing it back the other direction. Glad to be home, just ready to play a home football game, and we get back-to-back weeks, so that's great.
4 of the next 5 games to wrap up the season, unless we can add another game, Coach, will be played at home at Brawley Stadium. And just how nice will that be to finally play some home football in Florence?
Yeah, it just seems, it's been a while. And, the game we did have here, we had the 2.5-hour delay. We didn't have much of a crowd because of the weather. And it just to be home, hopefully we'll have great weather. And 2 weeks in a row right here before we go back on the road. And, we just, right now we've got to correct some things. We got both sides of the ball. We've kind of tilted going in the wrong direction, but we've been working hard. And these guys come over with great attitudes. They work hard every day. Coaches are up here long hours. Nobody goes out and takes the field trying to lose a ball game. So everybody's wanting to do well and wanting to win their games. And we just got to do better. We got to do some things. And we had a great week of practice. We had a better week of practice last week than we did the week before. So sometimes, people ask you, well, maybe it was a bad week of practice. We had a great week. And so you just never know. We didn't, for some reason, perform well right out of the gate, and it got us behind. We just couldn't overcome it. But you cannot do that against teams like Campbell, who's probably going to go on and win a lot more games. Kennesaw State's probably the team to beat in that league, but Campbell's going to be right there.
All right, Coach, as we return home to Brawley Stadium this Saturday, 6 p.m., it's West Florida coming to town, and this is a West Florida team that a year ago I think surprised a lot of people. They finished as the national runners-up, but once again, another tough test this weekend.
Yeah, good football team. They've gone through a couple of injuries themselves. They got another quarterback playing right now, but he's looked really good, transferred from University of Georgia, I believe. Good football team. They're right in the thick of everything in the Gulf South Conference. That's a strong race going on over. I think there's like 4 teams, maybe 5, that are battling it out over there, and they're one of them. And just because we're at home doesn't mean it automatically comes with the win. We got to go out there and we got to be ready to play. They've got really good players. Once again, we're a year removed from Division II football. We have Division II players. They have Division II players. We may have a couple of extra players that could play at the Division I level, but I'm sure they feel like they've got that too. I know Division II football, most of the players you get are transfers, or academically they could not make it at the time to Division I. So I've watched them on film. They got some good-looking players. They had good players last year. That's why they play for a national championship.
North Alabama at home this Saturday night at Brawley Stadium, 6 p.m. kick. We hope to see you as North Alabama takes on West Florida.